All right, here we go. Episode 2 of DNN Show. Still ain't got no name, but
We
we'll
do have a
wing it.
name. It's the Burnout Podcast. Do you not remember the last?
I'm pretty burnt out, bro, but yeah, that's the name of it. I already forgot. Shit. So
Jeez.
I already forgot what we are gonna talk about.
Well, you should
Oh, the
probably.
looting
Yeah.
and the riots.
Before we get to that, you
Yes.
should probably introduce Ray, as
Oh
Ray
yeah,
should be introduced.
we got speaking today with us is Ray.
Hola.
Jeez.
He has no last name. Just keep it and stay to Ray. But yeah, you wish you were that dangerous. But
God,
but it is pretty crazy how it's escalated. One day at the beach, he's like, pandemic, put your mask on. A week later, fuck you, bro. You can go in the stores without a mask. Confused.
Sweden apparently had no lockdown, didn't shut their schools down or anything. Had very little issue.
I guess Americans are just making more contact with each other. I blame Tinder, one night hookups.
yeah.
Definitely. Snapchat.
Ha!
Look at your snap, girl. Look at your snap. Oh, you got booty. Let's go. Only 5 miles away. I got a bicycle. What's your address?
Just a bicycle, not even like a motorized bicycle.
Yeah.
No, man, you want to be sneaky, bro. I want the baby daddy finding out. For real
Jeez.
here. So you know he's lurking out there. He's like, my kid better not call you stepdad or even dad. You know, some problems.
It's very, very interesting.
That's why when I got into that, oh, dude, yeah, like I dated a chick with a kid, and baby daddy was dead, so that's what it is.
Isn't that the same trick where you can... I'm just gonna leave it there. I think I know who you're talking about.
Probably should. Yeah.
How do you end it?
So is you being 21 and the kid's like 11 or 12 and she's like 32 and it's kind of like, this is wrong.
You should tell Ray how you ended it with her.
No, we're not talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should.
come on.
I think you should.
Was talking to another girl.
Oh, bullshit. Come on, tell it. Tell this real story, you motherfucker.
No, bro, that's what happened.
Uh-huh. It didn't end with...
Nick, would you like to tell it?
Apparently it ended with him saying, I don't know, I guess her baby daddy committed suicide or some shit like that. And he goes, no wonder why he left.
No, it didn't end after I said that. We still dated.
Okay, then why don't you tell him what she
But
said?
that was still there. That was still there. And like the arguments and the guilt was just there. He's saying that, and I still feel like you're a terrible human being. I'm just trying to block that out.
Tell Ray exactly how it happened.
Yeah, we were getting in a fight, and then I was like, no wonder why your baby daddy killed himself. And yeah, I felt like a shitty human being. Yeah.
It's pretty fucked.
That is pretty fucked up.
I never said I was a good person.
No, but I mean, out of the
You
three
hear
of
what
us,
comes out of 5 hours? It's still lively.
Ray's got standards, but I'm...
Yeah. Guess I got more standards than you.
I got standards that just get angry and just words fly out.
Oh, anger management.
We're far past that stage. I don't punch walls anymore. I'm not a Kyle.
You are so fucking Kyle.
Okay, well, now we're getting off topic about the riots and the looting. Oh, damn, you got them. So, Did you guys see the video where the dude gets beat up by a skateboard and gets murdered? Shouldn't be
No.
laughing.
I
It's
did
it's
see
pretty
that.
brutal. It's fucked up, dude.
You know, knowing how Ray is, I'm curious to hear what his reaction is. So Ray, during the riots and whatnot, there's a group of rioters that it's not clear if it was an apartment building or an apartment or an actual house, but they locked the house and then they set fire to it and blocked the fire department from getting to it. Inside were kids, and the kids burnt up.
Those riders,
I need
they
a
had
video
zero
proof.
reason to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the
They're
video proof?
riders. At this point, they're just doing it for fuck's sake.
They're
The
doing it for BLM.
protesters are okay. They haven't done anything destructive, but I feel like all the stupid riders need to get their shit to fucking together.
Oh yeah,
At this point,
I agree.
What,
I
it's
mean, I
supposed to-
understand. There's been previous riots about this. I can't remember the dude, but stuff happened like that before. But this one's more widespread, and all these riders just need to cool their shit.
I agree.
Like the ones that I feel like, yes, there are some riders with good intentions, like ones with the Black Lives Matter in their heart. But then there's these other section that are just douchebags. They're just hitting places with valuables and with people. They just want to fucking murder or steal.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they got laid off and didn't get unemployment. Maybe they want to go steal 10 TVs to make some money.
Well, I mean,
that would be the way to do it.
Yeah, I don't think if you
I'm not
really
saying
want to
it's
go
the
make
right
some
way.
money.
Just
Oh, and
saying,
I'm
it's a
installing
possibility.
Hunt again.
Yes, there
Gosh.
you go.
I'm not going to be able to do anything useful, but
It's okay.
this twisted tea is flat.
Why are you drinking?
It tastes good. I don't care that it's flat. It still has alcohol in it.
The boss is in here.
Yeah, I
What
know
are you
it's in
doing?
there.
Are we gonna kill it? There's
Yeah, we're
people
gonna-
nearby.
Is there? Well,
Yeah.
there isn't, you fucking card.
Bet.
Tell me there's people here again.
I heard gunshots.
I just shot my lance.
Shh. Alright, you go do your thing. I'll stay here and look at it.
Okay, hold your RB button. Look at the boss
Mhm.
that has the 3 diamonds. Is it
Yeah,
flashing?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But just wait. Just watch.
I'm waiting. I'm
Psychic
watching.
skills are telling me.
Your psychic skills.
Yeah.
Not so
Just
sure
wait.
you got psychic skills.
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
You don't.
You guys can't tell me whether or not I am or not.
I think you're just a little shitter.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Let's be
I
honest.
think you guys need to open your third eye.
To what?
Yeah,
To
to
the
what?
world, to the universe.
To the universe, huh?
Yeah.
Can you be more descriptive, please? 'Cause that's pretty broad.
What about your third eye opening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I
Open
need to
it
see
for
with
us.
my third eye?
Yeah, what do I need to see?
You don't see, you feel.
What do I need to feel?
Why is it an eye and not some sort of other sensory organ we don't have?
Alright, your pineal pineal gland. I can't speak English. Your pineal. Oh my god. Whatever, the gland. Pineal gland.
Never heard of it.
No? Well, should look it up. It's pretty interesting.
Is it? Is it some kind
Yeah.
of theory shit?
Somewhat?
Is it Is it like a theoretical thing?
I guess you could say it is. I
So
don't
it's not
believe
a
it
real
is,
gland?
though. You should Google it. It's been a while since I've looked into it.
I'm not
I'm
so
very
sure I want
distracted with life.
I mean, I'm all for theories and listening to them. I've heard third eye
Oh.
theories so many times.
I think it's pineal gland. Shh, look it up, bro.
I should look it up.
Yeah, you should look it up. It's interesting. I kind of used an excuse to hide here in the corner to turn my AC on
Yeah, I
and
figured.
get some water.
So Nick,
So,
what do you feel about? Well, how do you feel about the George Floyd murders?
like
Murder.
the murder.
The event, yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah, I don't think the cops should have done that.
Oh fuck no!
That's 100% police brutality right there.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, for it to be considered, I mean, it's already come out that the officer was a bouncer before at a club, and I don't know. There's a theory going around that he had like some beef with George,
Sure.
which could be 100% true. I mean, there's nothing set in stone yet, but I know that him and 3 other officers have been arrested on charges for murder. I think it's good, but I don't know, for the riots and the looters to start protesting is one thing, rioting and looting is another thing, and for Minneapolis to go ahead and start discussing on disbanding their entire police force, I think is a little bit hard.
Disbanding it?
Yeah, getting rid of it altogether.
You know they won't. They're just saying it to ease people's minds. They won't.
So there was a police station that they completely abandoned with everything still inside it when this all went down.
Sounds like it should be looted.
Got some good stuff in there.
I don't know. I was watching a YouTube video and they were talking about how I guess there's a community member that people look up to who just so happens to be black. He's gearing up and policing his own neighborhood or his own community, which I suppose has its pros and cons as everything does.
It's like a night watch in a way.
Yeah, maybe more intense. I will say this though: have you guys seen that dude Riot from TikTok? Dude that's dressed up in all riot gear, throwing back the tear gas and shit.
No.
That dude's fucking badass. Like aside from being rioters and shit, I'm not entirely sure. I've just seen a few videos of him like throwing tear gas back towards the police and shit. I don't know if they're firing it towards like the peaceful protesters or not. And he's just like, "Hey, take this back, bitch!" Just chucking it back at him.
Well, dude, they were shooting it at like reporters, arresting reporters and stuff. You're not supposed to do that.
No.
And then there was like this one story I was reading, and like the chick what is it? She's like treating some dude who got hit with like the BBs or whatever, the pellets.
Yeah.
And then like she got shot in like the face, and like her nose was all fucking jacked up, dude.
Oh yeah.
And all she was doing was just helping the dude, and then they just go ahead and just blast, and she ended up leaving the dude behind. It was pretty wild.
I found out recently that it's a federal crime or something along those lines to harm medical personnel.
Oh hell yeah, dude! That's even like in war. Like,
oh yeah.
You're not supposed to do that.
Come down and get this cousin. There's an extraction really close.
So. How did you kill it so quick? Anybody near us?
Nobody's near us. We can go.
Should we just dip out?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just dip.
So, Ray, what are your thoughts on Trump calling in the national or giving states the National Guard resource?
I think it's needed at this point in some of the more heavier African American areas that are rioting.
Yeah.
It's not even just those areas. It's like
I know. It's practically everywhere at this point. It's ridiculous. I think not all 50 states are rioting, so I don't think they all should need it.
Yeah.
But the ones that are need it.
Yeah.
Like, Los Angeles, I'm pretty sure they're rioting pretty bad. I can't even say the fucking city. No, city,
Minneapolis.
yeah. I've struggled to say that city. They need it, most definitely.
New York's gotten pretty
It,
crazy.
yeah, New York. I think it's okay to have it, but I hope it doesn't get too bad to where they need to call actual military.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck.
I can't remember where they pulled it down, but
Oh, dude, I saw another video of these people. They're standing outside their house, like watching, like the cops, National Guard go down the road, and they're standing on their porch, and they're like the cops or whatever. They're like, get inside, and all this. Like, you need to get in your house. But like, they're being really aggressive with it. And then they start shooting them with those rubber bullets and shit at their house.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
they shoot.
dude? No. Like, all they're doing is recording. Like, they're pretty much doing like what a news reporter's doing. They're filming it. They're not like fucking going and trying to punch the cop or beat up somebody with a goddamn skateboard or rob a damn store. Like, it just makes me cringe on humanity. And then I saw like all kinds of other
There was a
1, 2, 3, go.
several Confederate statues have been pulled down.
Do you blame them?
That's very understandable.
Yeah. They're trying to get rid of the one general from the Confederate side. I can't remember.
Lee?
Don't even ask me.
Yeah, General Lee. Trying to get rid of him. They, in Washington, they burnt down that one church, St. John's Church, I think.
Oh my god.
Burnt it down. Pretty much destroyed or graffitied, vandalized the Lincoln Memorial, which makes no fucking sense to me.
That makes 0 sense.
Lincoln fought for slavery to be undone. What the fuck? And the World War II monument was vandalized.
That one doesn't make any sense either.
No, they're just doing it because riots. They're going to put BLM in front of it, and that justifies it.
Well, Abraham didn't go to war with the South because of slaves.
No,
That's
but
not the reason why he did it. No, he did still fight to undo it, but that's not the reason why he did it. Not at all. Because they were starting to lose. And then throw that, like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. But that's not the reason. Like in school, how they say it, like they're like, that's the reason why he did this, da 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 da. And it's like, that's not really the reason why he did go to war in the beginning.
Oh, but none of this
History
makes
is
sense.
all kinds of fucked up. It's all sugar coated.
Now, with in light of all this fucking right, have you guys been noticing that there's random pallets of bricks just randomly at street corners?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking retarded. No construction site in like a 5-mile radius, and just these random fucking pallets of bricks showing up. Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't really followed it for like a week now. Kind of just.
I mean, it has
chilled
died
out.
down since National Guard has been called in, to a point.
Yeah. You're only gonna suppress it though. It's not gonna fully like the people aren't gonna fully be happy.
It's not gonna go away until
No.
Those cops get served.
Not even those cops, just all the departments.
They need to establish a new law for police brutality. At this point, it's happened for so long that they need to establish a law for it.
Yeah.
I like.
Instead of like being so corrupt and letting the cops get away with it, they got to be like actually nailing the cops with the laws. Like, hey, motherfucker, you're gonna do this. You're gonna go in there, join them. You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to prison. You're gonna do the time. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can get away with all this shit.
Yeah.
They're so fucking corrupt.
I don't agree with cops. Like their whole fucking motto saying protect their own and shit, or the thin blue line.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit. You're literally a police officer is a public servant.
Yep, you're a servant, bud.
I've had a run-in where I live with a couple, and
No damn enforcer.
yeah, they get pissed off when you start laying down like actual laws and shit. Like you're an actual educated human being. You're like, oh shit, you know, you can learn a lot.
Facts, though, facts.
You heard anything about the Espanola shit? Like,
No. I just kind of watched this few videos, and I was like, 30 minutes away. The sheriff's corrupted, boy.
That was pretty fucking. I watched all those videos. It's pretty stupid.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking wild. It just goes to show how corrupt the system is.
Yeah, that is true.
Justice, my ass. As long as you got money, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's been proven time and time again.
Oh, dude, I've proven that. Like, look at the DWI ad.
That's true.
Get 10 counts, 5 felonies, no required jail time.
Yeah, it's pretty
Just
fun.
because I had money. Just because I had money to buy a good lawyer. Boom. Home free, bro. Hey, get off me. And like the craziest thing about it all is, I went into one of my court dates, like the final one where they were gonna announce like the verdict and everything.
Mhm.
And like you could already tell the judge and the lawyer already talked about it outside of court. Like they already had the agreement ready. I had no idea. I had no idea what was like the agreement. And they're just like, yep, 3 years probation, do this, and yeah, you're good, bud. And I'm like, okay, quickest court date ever.
This is about to be like super controversial. What's the point in having a podcast and not having a few haters, huh?
Very true.
So, Ray, I'm very curious about you. I'm not so sure about Dylan's standpoint on this, but in terms of like, you know, slavery and the reparations that they keep, reparations, whatever the fuck that word is, do you think we should pay them?
Hey, the
Oh,
people. Okay, let me wrap my head around this before I give my full opinion.
Yeah.
So, have the U.S. or the people that own slaves pay the people that were slaves, the family? I feel like my general opinion is slavery was the most disgusting fucking thing to come out of human existence.
Oh, agreed.
Those people do deserve money. I feel like every single person's family, doesn't matter if they're black, white, Jewish, everyone's family was slavery. But I feel like the ones that were more known do deserve that money. Because their family went through hell. They were beat, whipped, killed, raped. It does not matter. They all deserve something.
Yeah, I feel that.
I agree with that. What about the people who have no background? Like their family has no background of slavery whatsoever.
I feel like those people that claim that with no information on it just need to shut the fuck up. Until you get proof and you have solid proof your family actually fucking suffered, it does not matter to me what you say.
Or if you don't have proof, but I don't know. It's interesting.
If you don't have proof and you're just claiming that, you're just claiming saying my family suffered because I want a few $100 to 1,000. You just need to get the fuck out and shut the fuck up, my guy.
Agreed. 100%. I had a buddy who, no longer friends with because he claims that his words are that we quit talking to him apparently because of some quote-unquote e-pussy.
God.
Now, mind you, this motherfucker got arrested.
This man loves talking about his Z-girls.
This motherfucker got arrested, right? Because he believed that he had the right to travel, which meant he could drive a vehicle without a driver's license in the state of Florida.
Okay?
Already stupid?
Already stupid, yeah.
Glad you guys agree.
If you're gonna do it, you fucking drive without a license.
He believed a bunch of them. He believed that we all had various rights to do certain things that you would need a license or whatever for. Right?
I even believe the world is flat too.
He actually did.
Oh,
That'd be good.
God damn, that guy's a fucking idiot.
Thank you.
All the way around.
Yeah, he believed all this stuff. Claimed that me and my buddy left personally because when he got arrested, he didn't hear from him for several weeks. And then he sends me a video. A couple weeks. Don't go in there. Good shit. He sent me a video of him him going into the court for his court date, and he fought the police officers that were in there, and ended up getting more time.
Yeah, Barry, don't
That's
fight
what
the
he
cops.
gets. You don't fight.
Did we kill him?
No, there's one more.
Oh, he got me.
He ran into my own. I just fucking slapped.
Oh, you killed the redneck?
Yeah. They were both dead.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe I ran into that trap. It blasted the wood. Stupid.
But this thing, we had a skin.
Dip out. Dip out.
So, Ray, hear any interesting theories lately?
No, not really.
This man knows no theories. Man probably doesn't know how to make his dick work.
Totally.
Alright.
So I impregnate him with the thumb, right?
Yeah, I need to know because I think she might be pregnant.
Nah, bro, you gotta go with the pinky. That's what does it.
Oh, she's just
Yeah.
fat.
Yeah, dude. That's what my grandpa told me, man. Pinky.
So Dylan will have to go with this.
What's up?
So Ray, what are your thoughts on not illegal, but just aliens in general, like out of this world.
Oh, we're talking about aliens?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, bro. That shit makes my
I
skin
do.
creep.
I do think they do exist.
Oh, definitely, bro. I feel like they've
They're
influenced
not
humanity,
the.
dog.
We can't be the only life forms
Thank you.
in the
Fucking
universe.
Thank you.
No, dude, you telling me the goddamn Egyptians are like, yo, let's build a pyramid. And then what, the Aztecs, whatever the fuck, Mayans, whatever, they're like, yo, guys, let's build a pyramid here. How the fuck would they both know to build a pyramid around the same time without even having any contact with each other, being like across the goddamn world, but they both make fucking pyramids? And nobody's like, that's fucking weird, bro. Nah, it's just a pyramid, dog. It's fucking... It's amazing. It's for their kings and shit. For the higher ups. But then you're telling me the goddamn Egyptians having like their statues of like some of the beings like with like long ass heads, like they obviously don't look like a goddamn fucking human. And then you got like their what are those things? The things on the walls that tell the pictures. I forget what the fuck they're called.
Hypoglyphs,
Yeah. Hydroglyphic. Whatever.
Hieroglyphics.
So those things, bro, they already got like flying things and shit on them back when they're dicking off with fucking horse. Like, dude, they barely had the wheel for that not that long. And you're telling me they already know what flying is? Shit. And if you still think we're getting influenced, fuck that, bro. We're dumb. We're so dumb to not think that. Like, I ain't gonna say like much more, but yeah, I totally feel like humanity is influenced like no other.
Now, Dylan,
Huh.
do you think we are a feeder species?
Fear?
Feeder. Someone made us before we could get eaten.
I wouldn't say eaten, and I wouldn't really say made. I don't know, like it's just a theory, an idea, but like, what if there was maybe something in our DNA that they wanted and like abducted us, tested us, but they wanted something from our DNA? Because there's cases of people being abducted and like they keep getting abducted and like it just keeps happening to them, and like there's something special with that person. Like, obviously, they didn't fucking eat them because they're back here again. Like, they're not missing a goddamn earlobe or pinkies and fingers when they come back. Like, maybe they're, like, harvesting something from, like their DNA or something. Or, you know, it's a really weird movie, Jupiter Ascending. It's kind of cheesy. I think it's made by
I've
Disney.
never seen it.
Channing Tatum's in it, yeah. But that, I watched that, tripping balls, dude, and the whole, dude. This is like when I was in like my huge alien phase. I'm like, yo, man, what the fuck, man? Like, I was tripping like hard. I was like, we're all gonna get fucked up. But yeah, I got over that shit. But I do feel like we had like there's something about us. And then maybe they. This is wild too. Maybe they do breed us with them. Who knows? You know. Like, you guys should watch this one anime. It kind of fucked with me when I watched it. It's like an anime movie. Let me see the name. My dad told me to watch it. It's MFKZ.
Interesting.
It's really good. You should watch it. But like, when I was watching that, I was kind of like, this is fucking weird. Like, it had like things about aliens and all that. But it was a good anime. Like, it was a good fucking movie in the long run. But it was kind of like, this is a little strange. It's giving me like flashbacks of Jupiter ascending and all this shit. Yeah, bro. I love aliens. And I just the thought of it's like, oh my god, yes.
You haven't
I want to
seen
know
this
more.
movie. You should. It's called Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'll link it to you. but it's
Yeah, you have to link it to me. It sounds familiar.
it's about
And like,
alien
it's too late to be watching alien movies right now, because I won't go to sleep, dog. Because I'm gonna be like, motherfuckers are in my closet, bro. They're gonna come get me, bro.
No, it's about a dude who got abducted. I think in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it's one of the older movies, so it's got, you know, not what people are used to, like kids nowadays, I should say. They're not used to the type of like VFX, whatever.
Yeah. What the hell are you talking about?
Visual effects, motherfucker.
Oh. Yeah. They got that CGI on fucking. They got that shit mastered with the green suits.
It's no Velocipaster, but I mean, it's better than that.
Damn movie.
I still want to watch that movie.
You gotta just buy it on the marketplace or something, or find it. It's
I'm
fucking
not
amazing.
buying that movie.
I bought it, bro. I showed my dad it. Man was having a field day with it, bro. He's like, this is such a stupid movie, but it's awesome. He's like, at least since it was so cheesily made, like it wasn't a bad movie because it was hilarious. It was hysterical. He's like, so it's a pretty decent movie in my book. Like obviously it was shitty, but had me laughing. So no word.
It is.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, dude. Yeah, that's a great movie. So stupid.
Another good movie is The Fourth Kind, set in Alaska.
Nah, bro. Nah, dude. I ain't. Fuck all that shit, bro. I ain't watching that shit, man. That shit, bro. Nah, I'm good.
Have you seen that one, right?
Chills.
No, but it sounds like something that I'm dying to watch.
So it's,
Yeah, go watch it right before you go to sleep, dude.
It's a very strange movie, but so it's about a psychiatrist, right? Who has these patients who keep having the same dream. And it's such a bizarre movie because it's got actual audio from the psychiatrist, like actual audio tapes, and video footage.
I'm getting a beer. I can't do this. I'll be
At
back.
the end of that movie, is just fucked.
Yeah, let's talk about the fourth kind. Yeah, bro. It's a great idea.
Like, I've seen that movie
Let's
so
do it.
many times, and still just thinking about the ending of that still gives me chills.
Never seen it.
It's pretty good, but just if you're easily scared, I should say,
Yeah?
be prepared.
No, I'm not.
Apparently there's a movie on Netflix, a horror movie that only 10% of the people that actually watch it can finish it. Or only 10%
What
can
is
actually
it?
finish it. It's called Veronica. But it's so scary people click off of it. Now that's what happened with Insidious. Like, I can't sit through Insidious. I can't.
2 movies I'm gonna watch. Insidious and Veronica.
I can't sit through Insidious.
Alright, we done talking about it?
Talk about horror movies.
Okay. Yeah, dude, I live alone. I ain't got no animals, bro. I'm good, dog.
Yeah, Dylan, there's a movie on Netflix that Netflix released some statistics about. Only 10% of the people that clicked it and watched it have watched it all the way through. Apparently, it's so scary, people would rather click off of it or stop watching it than finish it.
Dylan, I found our movie night.
What's it called?
Veronica.
What's it about? Yeah, fuck that, bro. It's probably about some little demon girl. I'm good,
Oh,
dog.
dude, that's nothing. Come on, we sat through and watched The Human Centipede. On top of that, watching Poltergeist.
Poltergeist is hilarious.
It is. It's very hilarious.
Human centipede is disgusting, but I'm not scared that some fucking German scientist. Well, first off, I'm gonna go fucking crash my car and run out of gas or whatever, because obviously I got that shit planned. And then we're gonna go to some random German dude's house and be like, hey, you have any gas? Can you help us out, bro?
It's true.
I hope that those exact events fucking happen to you.
That would be some
You'd be
scary
shit
shit.
yourself.
What was
You
that
can
one movie we
fuck
watched, Dylan,
right
so long
off.
ago? It was about the little demon baby who would, like, left, one of the scenes is the father throws the baby, like the little demon baby, into a trash can, a metal trash can, slams the lid on it. You can hear the tone from it hitting the baby's head, and then him setting it.
That brings no bells. Like, I don't remember anything.
The scratch marks on the mom. Or, I need to be more specific because there's bite marks around the head.
I do.
Okay, now that's kind of bringing up some
Something of
memories.
that.
But
Yeah, that
I
is.
still,
But I haven't.
still don't. There's some shit I just don't remember. Yeah. Weird. So I don't like it's all watching, bro. It engulfs you. It engulfs you where you're like, alright, you see this, and it just gets so much worse and stupider, and it's just yeah, dude.
I thought the same thing about the Dawn after you ate it, and then they started
Yeah, titties are titties, but like, there's no titties in this movie, it's just
just
the
Jason
maid.
Statham.
And they even call it the maid, brother. The maid, you know, I'm like, fuck. And like, Jason Statham's like, you know how he is in every movie, he's just a badass. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna save my ex-wife. So what, bro? Yeah, she's my ex-wife, by the way. But yeah, it's like that at the end of the movie. Sure enough. He's in it. He's in it, bro. Oh my god. Such a god. I thought that was the ending sucked.
What?
Yes,
Okay?
the
The
platform.
platform.
Oh, that movie. I should push that old man off. But I guess if he did that, he would have died.
How would he die?
Starved to death.
Yeah, because he had to eat that dude. Terrible. I honestly thought they were going to eat the chicks. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's eating the maggots and fucking. Alan never gets to choose a movie for movie again.
Yeah, no. It's my turn to choose.
What?
What is it called? It's just. Yeah!
We're not watching
No. Oh shit, they got Silence of the Lambs one? Good man.
Fucking Buffalo Bill. Wasn't that like a real thing? Like based off the real thing, Buffalo Bill?
yeah,
I think so.
it was.
So fucked up.
You know what was the production company that made The Matrix? It's so good. They actually but I think I paid like $9 for it.
Yeah.
Missing the world's a simulation. What? You guys are talking about the Matrix. Like, do I? I wouldn't really say we're in a simulation. I think it'd be more like a spiritual thing. Like, you know, soul keeps going, all that, blah, blah, blah. We're just in a different vessel, like a car, kind of. Piloting another car. So, like, maybe that's why people would think we're in a simulation. It's real. Like, what we're seeing is real, but it just really makes sense. I don't know if you guys ever had a moment like that, where you're like, this just feels so surreal.
I can't say that I have.
You never just, like, in your shoes just feel like, damn, this is unreal. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I have that feeling a lot. And it's just me.
I don't have it a lot, but I have felt that.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm not staying in here with the boss. Good luck, man. You're the boss killer, bro. I keep my eye on that. I'm the watchman. Night watch.
All those fucking people. That
Yeah,
for
dude, that's
some
a
reason
great
can never
one.
remember the name of.
We watched that at school.
Really?
Yes.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Out of any movie they could have possibly chose, they chose that one.
No, bro, they let us choose.
Oh, okay.
We lived on the mesa, bro. We're like running water and power on the grid was just fairy tales, bro.
Gosh.
Man collecting rainwater. I don't blame him, bro. Living in that situation, like, Jesus Christ. Living in a goddamn, pretty much No? Oh, you mean in a tower?
Yeah.
That's amazing, bro. I loved it. I just loved it.
Good shit.
Come over here.
Okay.
Wait, I think it was a solo. Alright, we'll get next in. Yeah, dude, so, turn on the water. So, you know, we got a shower. Hey, big brains out here. Yeah, it's fucking great. That shit freezing me. So then I'm like, oh shit. You're telling me I can't take a shower before I go to school? You're pulling up the door myself, so come on. Take a shower. Yeah. And just some nights, like, you have a little propane heater, and you go out and let it time. Freezing balls, bro. I have like go underneath the blankets and mix it. It's fucking.
That sounds
Yeah, go do it, man. You still have the house. You can go live there for 4 years. Know how it is.
I will.
Yeah.
Sounds utterly amazing.
And And then when it rained, there was a leak in the roof because my mom's working at the time. I didn't know how to do roofing. Because, you know, apparently to him, drinking a 30-pack and living on a roof sounds like a great idea.
That guy sounds retarded.
Oh, yeah, oh, definitely, bro. Big brains, bro. So, yeah, that was interesting. And how I pulled chicks into a little RV camper out in the desert beats me.
They felt pity for you. It was all pity.
No, bro, they liked it. They're like, oh my god, so your parents don't live here? And this is like when you're 16, you're like, yeah. And they're like, fuck yeah, I can scream alone out every night I want. You're damn right.
It was all
Yeah, totally. I can see why I was such an angry person in high school. But sometimes the power wouldn't work, so what would I do? Not shit. Read a book.
But you read a lot of books.
No, not really. Just go on.
said.
No, I didn't hear you. But I do like the treasure having a switch to turn on the power, so filling up a generator and pulling the thing. I love it, though. Yeah, they're together for a little bit,
This one looks like what?
yeah, it fucking sucked. That was when I was 18. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? These type of books.
Watching semi-hentai.
Awful. What'd you fucking hentai?
Dude, why would I read Playboys when I have a phone?
Oh, that's
I don't know. It's fucking you.
No, what are you saying? I'm fucking 50 years old, bro?
Yeah. Right, you don't say
This was
back
in
in my day.
2012, bro.
Huh?
This was in 2012.
Hey, Dylan, in
Everybody's freaking out
2012.
saying the Mayan calendar was gonna end, and I'm over here fucking beating it, bro.
Hey, Dylan, in 2012, I had like
Yeah, well, it wasn't really my choice, bro. Yeah, it wasn't my choice to go live there, man. Not at all. Yeah, let's dip out of here. Anybody nearby?
Nope.
Isn't bigger Crossway?
I don't know.
I think with PC, not PlayStation.
I think so. I don't even think they have it.
Google it.
I don't even know what that is.
It's an ass game.
It's kind of fun.
Exactly, kinda.
What kind
Yeah,
of game?
pisses you off very fast.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm pissed that I bought it. The game free to play.
How about you, Bill Dom? What? This is Bill Dom.
Oh yeah, within like the first week of buying it. And then was super pissed off when they went free to play. I just completely didn't
Yeah.
support everybody else that actually bought it.
trying to make a quick buck, man.
It's Activision for you.
All games are nowadays just make a quick buck. Season pass.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad truth.
We won't make it so you have to earn it, but you can buy it, buddy. Pay to win. Great.
That is the sad truth. I remember back in the Halo 3 days when a map pack was actually just like 3 to 4 maps. That's literally what it was, a map pack.
Yeah. And Call of Duty's like DLC, bro.
Yeah.
What? What? Alright, let's get ready. This is gonna be fun trying to get him.
Oh yeah.
Where is my...
The fuck?
Uh-oh, I'm getting that crackhead urge.
Crackhead or what, do you smoke crack?
No, but you know when they're like dying for crack and they get that itch and they gotta look for shit and stuff?
Yeah.
You got that
But
urge
never
for...
smoke hard drugs, buddy.
I bet you did.
No, I said you shouldn't.
No.
You would get hooked the first time.
Dude, I got that addict personality. I would be dying for the second fix immediately.
I'll suck your dick for some cheeseburgers. That's exactly what you do, bro.
Jeez.
That's why I shouldn't have gotten into smoking, but I did.
Dirty habit. As I take a drag. I can't retire him.
What do you mean? Oh, you need to recruit another hunter.
I don't know how to do that anymore. I like that.
Yeah, like that.
So are we doing it like how we did last time?
Yeah,
The
Oceanic.
Atlantic server? Well, oh.
Or we could try it the other way.
Let's try it the other way first.
What, US?
US.
East and West?
Yeah. Dylan, look at your phone, but
Alright, give me a second. I'm picking out a kit.
no, this is really a burnout podcast.
Yeah, dude, that's why we called the Burnout Podcast. I think it's February. Well, it was good, man.